I'm going to make baked donuts. For this recipe, I'm using 350 grams of plain flour and I'm using 50 grams of milk powder, 7 grams yeast, or you can use a sachet of 7 grams with 1 teaspoon of sugar, and I put a little bit of lukewarm water, 1 egg, pinch of salt. Then I'm using 25 grams of margarine, you can use butter instead, and 100 grams of sugar and 100 milliliters of lukewarm water. To start this recipe, I'm going to add the margarine. This is very soft, and if you are using cold margarine, just put it in the microwave for 5 seconds before you use it. Then the milk powder, salt, the plain flour, and into that I am adding 100 grams sugar and the egg and the yeast, and I'm going to mix this about a minute before I add the water. Slowly use your dough hook to mix this, or even you can use your hands, but you have to need at least 15 minutes. While mixing, add the 100 milliliters of water into that and let it mix, and knead this about 15 minutes on low heat speed. When you are mixing, if you find this dough is little sticky, don't worry about adding a little bit more flour. So I am adding nearly about 50 grams more flour to this recipe because I find that depends on the size of the egg too. I finished kneading the dough, so I am going to transfer that into a very oily greased dish and leave it in a warm place until it becomes double in size. Now the dough for my donuts is double in size, and it was about 2 hours. Now I'm going to knock it down and put it on a floured bench top. Press it a little bit down like this, and I'm using my donut cutter. You can use any kind of a cutter that you like to use. Take the donut out like this and take the little round from there out. I cut the donuts and there are some little holes too, so I'm going to bake this with this and leave it to prove again about half an hour. The donuts are double in size now, so I am going to bake it on 160 about 10 minutes, and after that I am going to brush the top on with butter and sprinkle cinnamon and sugar on top. To make the cinnamon sugar, I have 2 tablespoons of caster sugar. Into that I am going to add the cinnamon and mix it well and leave it to brush the tops of the donuts. Take the donuts out and brush the tops with butter. And sprinkle the cinnamon sugar on top of each donut and bake it again 160 about 10 minutes. I finished baking the donuts and they are really nice and golden brown, and this is a healthy way of eating donuts without deep frying, and I hope you will enjoy this baked donuts. Thank you for watching.